All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. You ready to get into it today?
I'm ready.
Awesome. So today we are talking about getting your cleaning business's videos discovered on YouTube.
Yes, we are.
And this is something that a lot of you have been asking about, so I'm excited to get into this.
Me too.
Um, and to do it, we're going straight to the source today.
Yeah.
Going straight to YouTube's own documentation on how their search and discovery works.
Yeah, that's always the best way to do it.
Yeah. It's like find the best cleaning solution, go straight to the manufacturer, right?
Right.
So let's kind of set out our mission for this deep dive today. We really want to understand how the YouTube algorithm decides which videos to show to people, right?
Right.
And we want to know how that whole personalization thing works. How does YouTube decide what each individual person is going to see?
Yeah.
And then we also want to, we're going to try to distill from all this, like some practical tips for our cleaning businesses out there, right?
Absolutely.
Who are trying to get their videos seen.
Yeah.
So let's jump in. One of the things that jumped out at me right away in the documentation was that YouTube doesn't actually favor any specific video format.
Right. Yeah, like they're not saying you have to do, short form or long form or anything like that.
Right. Yeah. It's not about how long your videos are or even really what kind of videos you're making. I mean, obviously, it should be related to your business. But
yeah, it's got to be relevant.
But it's more about like how your video performs and, who's watching it, that kind of thing.
That's what they care about. Yeah.
Okay. So performance and viewer personalization, those are the biggies.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with the performance thing. Like what does it even mean for a cleaning business's video to perform well on YouTube?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think a lot of people wonder that they think maybe they have to, be a Hollywood director or have all this fancy equipment.
Right. Or like, $1 million budget.
Yeah, but really it's not about that at all. It's about how well your video connects with viewers.
Okay. So it's like matchmaking.
Yeah, exactly. Like YouTube is trying to match the right viewers with the right videos. So they're going to look at a few key things to see if your video is making that connection.
Okay. So what are those key things?
Well, first up is the click-through rate. And that's just how often someone actually clicks on your video when it pops up in their recommendations.
Right. Okay.
You got to grab their attention right away. It's kind of like when you walk into a client's home for the first time. You want to make a good first impression.
Yeah, totally. So I guess that means like having a catchy title is really important.
Oh, absolutely. The title is huge. And the thumbnail, too. That little picture that they see.
Right.
It's got to be eye-catching, especially when people are scrolling through, tons of options.
Yeah, they're just like boom, 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 scrolling through.
Exactly. So you got to stand out.
Okay, so you got to get them to click, but then what?
Well, then YouTube wants to see if they stick around.
Right, okay.
That's where watch time comes in.
Watch time.
Yeah, like how much of your video do people actually watch? Do they drop off after a few seconds or are they glued to the screen?
Okay.
If your video is keeping people engaged, that tells YouTube that you're offering something valuable.
So for cleaning companies, I guess that means we need to think about pacing.
Yeah.
Like how fast or slow the video is.
Yeah.
And the visuals, are they interesting? Is there, some music in the background to kind of keep people entertained?
All of that matters.
Yeah.
And don't forget about engagement, too.
Engagement? What's that?
Likes, comments, shares, all that stuff.
Oh, right.
Those are all signs that people are connecting with your content. Even those little surveys that pop up after a video play a role.
Really?
Yeah, the more interaction you get, the more YouTube sees your video as a winner.
So if you're like a carpet cleaning company and you just posted this amazing video about how to remove a stain,
yeah,
you should encourage people to like comment.
Yeah.
Try it out themselves.
Exactly. Yeah, get that conversation going.
Okay, I got it. So that's performance. But you said there's another piece to this puzzle.
Yeah, personalization.
Personalization. Okay.
So YouTube learns what each individual viewer enjoys and then tries to recommend videos they'll find interesting based on their watch history.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like a tailored cleaning plan. You wouldn't use the same approach for a delicate antique rug as you would for a high-traffic hallway.
Right.
You cater to the specific needs and preferences of each client.
Okay, so let's say someone's been watching a ton of power washing videos, because those are really popular right now.
They are. Yeah.
Does that mean YouTube is more likely to show them my video about how to clean tile grout?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the algorithm picks up on those viewing patterns and starts to think, okay, this viewer might enjoy similar content. It sees those videos being watched together and assumes there's a connection.
Okay, interesting. So even if I make like the most amazing grout cleaning video in the world, it might not get seen if people aren't already watching those kinds of videos.
Yeah, that's a good point. There are factors at play that go beyond just the video itself.
Okay, so what else do we need to know?
Well, there are these external factors that can influence discoverability, and they can be just as important as the video itself. Things like topic interest competition, and even the time of year can impact how many people see your videos.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Tell me more about these external factors.
All right, let's break them down and see what they mean for our cleaning business owners out there.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay, so first up, we've got topic interest. You know, some cleaning services are just naturally more popular on YouTube than others.
Like what?
Well, you mentioned power washing before.
Yeah.
It's super trendy right now. Tons of people are searching for those like satisfying grime blasting videos.
Oh, yeah. Those are so mesmerizing.
I know, right? But something like carpet cleaning, it's a bit more of a stable topic. It's not as flashy, but it's always relevant.
Right. People always need their carpets cleaned.
Exactly. So if you're a carpet cleaning company, you might need to work a little harder to stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, because you're not riding the wave of a super trendy cleaning method like power washing.
Yeah, exactly. And that brings us to competition.
Okay, competition.
So even if you create a fantastic video about, let's say, upholstery cleaning, it might get lost in a sea of similar content.
Yeah, that's true. There are a ton of cleaning videos out there.
So if there are hundreds of videos on how to remove pet stains from couches, yours needs something special to stand out.
So how do we do that? How do we make our cleaning videos stand out in a crowded space?
Well, it's not necessarily about fancy editing or special effects.
Okay.
It's more about understanding your audience and offering them something truly valuable.
Okay, I like that.
Think about the questions that your clients ask you all the time.
Like what kind of questions?
Well, what are their pain points? What are they struggling with?
Okay.
Can you create videos that address those specific needs?
So like how to get red wine out of a white rug.
Exactly. Or like the best way to clean window blinds without breaking them.
Yes, those are great examples.
You're speaking directly to their needs and offering solutions.
Yeah.
You can even go a step further and like debunk some common cleaning myths
Ooh, I like that.
or compare different cleaning methods.
Okay, so like if I'm a tile and grout cleaning company, I could compare different grout cleaning products and see which one works best.
Exactly. You're giving people valuable information and it's entertaining to watch.
Right, it's like a cleaning showdown.
Exactly. And remember, YouTube is a search engine, just like Google.
Oh, right, yeah.
So think about those keywords and phrases that people are typing in.
So if I'm a pressure washing company, I want to make sure I'm using those keywords in my video titles and descriptions.
Yes, and even in the video itself.
Okay, so YouTube can understand what my video is about.
Exactly. And then it can show it to the right people.
Okay, got it. So we've talked about topic, interest, and competition.
Yeah.
What about seasonality?
Right. So seasonality can definitely play a role.
But how does that work for cleaning businesses?
Well, think about it. Certain cleaning tasks are more relevant at different times of the year.
Yeah, like spring clean.
Exactly. Spring cleaning is a classic example. Window cleaning, carpet cleaning, all that stuff gets more attention in the spring.
Right, because people are like, oh, it's spring, I need to freshen everything up.
Exactly. So if you time your content right, you can capitalize on those seasonal trends.
So if I'm a window cleaning company, I should post my best window cleaning videos in the spring.
Yeah, that's a great idea. You're meeting people where they're at, addressing their current needs.
Okay.
You can even anticipate those seasonal challenges.
What do you mean?
Like in the fall, you could post a video about how to prepare your gutters for winter,
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
or how to deep clean your carpets after a summer of foot traffic.
Those are really good ideas. I'm writing all this down.
Awesome, glad to hear it.
This is all making so much sense, but I gotta say, sometimes it feels like a lot of work to create all this video content,
Yeah, I get it.
especially when you're busy running a business.
Yeah, you don't always have time to be filming and editing.
Exactly. So how can we make the most of our time?
Well, that's where repurposing content comes in.
Repurposing content.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time.
So like taking a blog post and turning it into a video.
Exactly. Or maybe you have a longer video and you can take little snippets of it and share those as tips on social media.
Right.
You're maximizing your efforts in reaching a wider audience.
You okay? I like that.
You could even take your most popular cleaning tips and create a downloadable checklist
Oh, that's a good idea.
and offer it as a lead magnet on your website.
So we're not just creating videos for YouTube, we're creating a whole content ecosystem.
Exactly. You got it.
That's awesome. And we can use that content in different ways.
Right. Don't forget to promote your videos on your other social media channels too.
Yep, good point.
Embed them on your website, include them in your email marketing campaigns.
So many possibilities.
There are. It's all about working smarter, not harder.
I love it. This has been so helpful.
Glad to hear it.
I feel like I'm finally starting to understand this YouTube algorithm.
It's not as complicated as it seems.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But there's one thing I'm still curious about.
What's that?
Well, we've talked about all these technical aspects of the algorithm, the click-through rate and the watch time and all that.
Yeah.
But what about the human element? What kind of cleaning content do you think would really grab someone's attention and make them want to watch?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it goes beyond just like cleaning techniques or, showing how to do something.
Right.
People connect with stories, with personality.
Yeah, totally.
Imagine like a day in the life video to like, show the reality of running a cleaning business.
Oh, I like
The
that.
challenges, the triumphs, maybe even some funny mishaps along the way.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It would be, and it would give people a behind-the-scenes look at what you really do.
Right. And it would show like the passion and dedication that goes into it,
Exactly, because it's not always easy.
No, it's not.
But people appreciate that hard work.
They do. And I bet people would love those extreme cleaning videos too.
Oh, yeah. Those are super popular.
Where you're tackling years of built-up grime and you're transforming a space from like a disaster zone to sparkling clean.
It's like watching a cleaning superhero in action.
Exactly. And it's so satisfying to watch.
It is. It taps into that feeling we all get when a space is finally clean and organized.
Yeah, it's like therapeutic almost.
It is. So if you're a tile and grout cleaning company, maybe you could film a time lapse of that super grimy bathroom floor you're working on.
Oh, yeah. Show those grout lines going from black to white.
Exactly. That visual payoff is huge.
It's like magic.
It is. And don't forget about music and sound effects.
Oh, yeah.
A good soundtrack can really enhance those satisfying cleaning moments.
Like the sound of a pressure washer blasting away dirt.
Exactly. Or that squeegee swipe across a freshly clean window.
Oh, so satisfying.
It is. Those little details make a big difference.
They do. And don't be afraid to experiment with different video formats, too.
Right. You could do a Q&A session where you answer common cleaning questions.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Or maybe a fun challenge video where you test out different cleaning hacks.
I'm getting so many ideas.
That's what we like to hear. Just remember the key is to be consistent, engaging, and authentic.
Okay, I could do that.
Create content that you're passionate about, content that provides value to your audience, and don't be afraid to have some fun along the way.
Awesome advice. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today.
It was my pleasure.
I feel like this deep dive has been so insightful. We've covered so much ground, from understanding the YouTube algorithm to actually creating compelling cleaning content.
Yeah, I've covered a lot.
So for all of you cleaning professionals out there who are ready to take on YouTube, any final words of wisdom?
Just get started. Don't let perfection be the enemy of good.
Right.
The more you create, the more you'll learn, and the more you'll refine your approach. And most importantly, listen to your audience.
Yeah, that's so important.
Pay attention to what they're engaging with, what questions they're asking, and use that feedback to guide your content strategy.
So well said. Thank you again for joining us today.
You're welcome.
And to everyone listening, we hope this episode has given you some actionable strategies for making your cleaning business shine on YouTube. Now we want to hear from you. What kind of cleaning content would make you stop scrolling and hit that play button? Head over to our social media pages and let us know. Until next time, happy cleaning.
Come check us out at magicwandcompany.com.